Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Yuyan. Today's video is going to be a chatty, get ready with me makeup. I do answer some of the questions that you guys ask, and I share my everyday makeup products and all that. So get your makeup ready, get a coffee because it's gonna be a chatty one. So if you want to see my everyday makeup, then let's just get right into it. Okay, I just put in these clips to get my hair out of my face, and I already did my skincare routine, so I'm all moisturized. So the first thing that I usually go in with is a primer, and this is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. And if you guys have been here for a while, you know I've always used this for like so long now, and a little of this goes such a long way. I mainly just put it on my T-zone, so right on the nose over here, and this part of my cheek does get pretty oily. And then next, I've been using this for some time now, and I absolutely love this. This is the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm in the shade Light Medium, and I just really love how it feels. It just feels really light, and then I kind of just put this directly on my face. And while I blend this out, I did ask you guys to ask me some questions on my Instagram, so I'm gonna answer some of them. So I got a lot of questions on how old I am, and I am 25. I am a Capricorn, and I didn't, oh, hi Kobe. And I didn't always like believe in astrology, but after like reading more about my rising and my moon, I definitely believe it a lot more, and I love reading about it. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm just blending this with my fingers, which is usually what I do, and that's why I also love using it day to day. And it just makes the skin look so healthy and glowy, and it doesn't even really look like you have anything on. Next question, any advice on moving out and living on your own in the city? Now I have actually lived in Manhattan for almost 2 years. I think it's gonna be 2 years in like 2 weeks or something, and I feel like it definitely is very challenging. It was really my first time living on my own. I lived with my boyfriend and my dog Kobe, but it was really just my first time being independent. I think budgeting your money is like the biggest thing that you have to consider. Oh, by the way, I am using this concealer. This is the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NW25, and I just use it as concealer and a little bit of highlighting, and then now I'm just blending it with my beauty blender. I would say really budget your money. I personally like making a spreadsheet. I feel like it's the best way to keep track of everything. So I keep track of how much income is coming in, how much I should be putting in my savings, how much I need to set aside for tax purposes, because I do pay my taxes quarterly, and then how much I would budget for like food and groceries. And then another thing I would say is you really just start adulting, I guess, and becoming more independent, which is a good thing, but it can also be very challenging just because a lot of the things you have to do on your own and you have to kind of just figure out on your own. Okay, next question. I actually got this a lot, and it is, why do you want to move to LA? So if you guys don't know, I've talked about this a little bit in previous videos. In the beginning of next year, 2021, my lease is actually ending. Samson and I decided that we are going to move to LA. This is not gonna be a permanent thing. I'm still gonna be in New York all the time because both of our families are here, but we've both always wanted to try out LA and maybe just stay there for a year, just try it out, see how we like it, since we aren't really tied down to anything here. And like I said, I will still always be back in New York, so I'll still have that New York City content, but more of like a bi-coastal kind of thing. This is something that we always wanted to try. We've always discussed trying out living on the West Coast, since both of us are New Yorkers and we've been in New York like all of our lives. We both went to college here as well, which is where we met, and we just want to try something new while we can. But don't worry guys, I'll still have the winter content and the seasons changing content, just because I know how hard it is to dress for really cold weather, and I will still be in New York, so not that much will be changing in terms of content aside from like vlogs. I think it'll be really nice to actually like have my own car, be able to drive to places, be able able to do more like outdoor activities. Okay, now I'm gonna do my brows, and for brows, this is what I use. It's the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 3.5. This is what I've been using for so long now, and I just use the spoolie side to kind of just like brush all the hairs up, and then I'm gonna go in with the pencil side and kind of like fill in, outline it a little bit, if that makes sense, just so I have more of a shape. There definitely is a little part of me that is a little bit sad and a little bit scared just because New York is all I know, but I definitely think it is going to be a good experience. And honestly, I'm just so excited to have more space because rent-wise, LA is so much cheaper and you can get so much more for your money as well. And for the same price that we're paying, we can actually get like a 2-bedroom there where I can use a room for an office space. And I can't wait to vlog like the moving and like getting new furniture and all that. It's just gonna be really, really exciting, and it's gonna be a little nice change. But honestly, long-term wise, I don't think I can really see us living there for that long, just because everything is a lot slower. I do like the fast pace of New York, but since I will be traveling back and forth, I can experience both, which is really the best of both worlds. Okay, next question. Where do you get your fashion inspo? So I think I've talked about this a little bit before, but I mainly get fashion inspo from Pinterest. I think that's like my main source. There's just so many different photos, and it's like curated to like your kind of feed. Okay, now I'm just like filling in the front a little bit, and this is what I use. It is the Anastasia medium brown brow powder duo, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of my concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to kind of clean up the brows. Okay, next question is, what are some of your favorite go-to winter fits? Definitely my go-to every single day fit, like if I could just wear this every single day, is a big black puffer jacket, some light denim or medium denim jeans, and a black turtleneck. That's like always gonna look good, you know, and like maybe some chunky boots. Okay, next question. How did you meet your boyfriend? So I actually have like a whole entire video on this. We did like a Q&A. We answer a lot of like the boyfriend questions, how we met, relationship advice, and all that, how long we've been together. So I will link that below for you guys if you are interested. I think it was a very like personal and cute video, if I do say so myself. Okay, next question. How did you find your personal style? Okay, so this was definitely a challenge. I know like everything is kind of like categorized in like aesthetics right now, into like different aesthetics, but honestly like I don't really stick to one, and I think like my personal style is just something that is casual but still kind of trendy, and something that I really just feel comfortable in. Try out different trends, try out different like aesthetics, and see what you feel the most you in. I think throughout high school and college, I really just tried a bunch of different things, and if I felt really off in that outfit, I know that wasn't for me. But when I put on something like loose jeans and like a cute little shirt, and I feel really, really confident in it, and I feel like myself, that's how I know, okay, this is my style, this is what I want to wear. All right, now I'm gonna do my blush, and for blush, I am using the Glossier Cloud Paint in the color Storm, and I love this. It's so pretty. It's like a little rosy color. With this, I just take a little bit on the back of my hand, and I just kind of smile and blend it. It does look a little intimidating at first, but I promise you it blends really well. Just start with a little bit at a time, tapping it so it like blends nicely with your skin. Okay, that is pretty much what it looks like. I kind of just put it like all around my cheek and my nose too, for like a more like youthful kind of look. Okay, next question is, do you do Instagram and YouTube full-time? So right now, yes, I am doing YouTube and Instagram full-time. I graduated in May, and this is what I've been doing ever since, and I truly love it so much. I'm so happy that I can share like my passions with you guys. It's really something that I've always loved watching, and I've always watched like YouTube video vlogs, followed Instagram people, and it's just so incredible that I am able to do it now, and it just feels so surreal. And obviously always very thankful for it, and thankful for you guys for supporting me. And speaking of which, I did get a lot of questions on advice on how to start a YouTube channel, how to start like a fashion Instagram or a blog or whatever it may be. And honestly, you guys, like the first step is really to just go for it. Like, I know it is so scary and intimidating. I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I was really scared of getting judged and putting myself out there on the internet. So if you are thinking about starting a channel or starting an account, really, girl, just go for it. I think a lot of the time we are thinking that other people are judging us. You have to realize most of the time they are really just concerned about their life, and you really don't want to look back a few years later and think, what if I did start this? Where would my life be now? I'm a huge believer on just trying things out, having no regrets. Even if you do start it and you realize it's not for you, at least you know you're not always thinking, what if I did do this? Now I am using my brow pencil and just like gently dotting it around my face, around my cheek area, to give myself a little bit of faux freckles. Then I would kind of just like pat it in so it's not too obvious. And then as for a niche for your Instagram or your YouTube, just really determine what you are interested in sharing. And you know what, you guys, you can always just change it. I started off doing makeup, and then sometime last year I shifted over to fashion. Okay, next question is how to keep the relationship with your boyfriend when you've been dating for a few years. So Samson and I have been dating for 6.5 years, and one thing that I really believe in is trying out new things with your partner. I think after a few years things kind of just start to seem like the same. Set alone date nights, set alone like a cozy night in, and really just spend time together. Oh, by the way, I am just using a little bit of bronzer. It's the Tarte bronzer on my lids, and this just kind of gives like a little bit of depth. Another thing that I would say that really keeps relationship going is communication. I think that is like probably the #1 thing. Learn to never hold things in, because that always just leads to bigger problems and bigger fights. So when we are upset about something, when something is bothering us, we tell each other like right then and there. Now I am going to do my eyeliner. Usually this is like my favorite one, the Glossier Pro Tip. This is like my go-to eyeliner, but I am kind of out of this, so I am gonna use the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner. And what I like to do is kind of just like give myself a little line first, and then I will connect it to my eyelid like that, and then I'm just going to fill it in. Take a little bit of highlighter. You can use any like highlighter. This is just the one I'm using in this Tarte palette, and then I'm just going to put a little bit on the inner corners of my eye. I feel like it just kind of makes the eye pop a little more. And then for the lips, I've been loving this. This is the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Tint in the color Cork, and it's super pretty. I use this as blush sometimes as well. To lightly dab this on my lips. I do have lash extensions, so I'm just going to brush that a little bit, but you can use mascara if you want, or some falsies. Pretty much the finished look. It is a really natural, like everyday kind of makeup. Usually it takes me around like 10 minutes to do. Super quick and easy. All right, so I'm gonna answer maybe a few more questions. I really like this question: how to deal with growing apart from friends. Okay, so this is definitely something I went through, something I kind of struggled with. I think I'm a very nostalgic person. I really love thinking about like old memories. I think that's a huge reason why I couldn't let go of a lot of friends. If a certain friendship is always making you not feel good about yourself, or just not making you happy, why are you holding on to that friendship? You know, why are you holding on to that piece of your life that just isn't doing anything for you anymore. As I started to grow older, I definitely lost a lot of friends. Some of them, you know, were long-term friends and others were more short-term. But regardless, I think it is inevitable to outgrow people. You know, we all start to change as the years go on, and some people just aren't as compatible anymore. Losing friends definitely seem more of a sad thing, but if you really think about it, you're just changing and you're growing. You're just really seeing what is the best for you. Last question, any tips on being more confident taking pictures in public? Girl, I was so self-conscious taking photos in public. Honestly, you are never going to see them again. Like, they are just a passing person in your life. Are you really going to ruin your cute ass photo and your cute ass outfit with a opinion of a stranger? No, girl, just do your thing, pose, take your outfit photos. But in all seriousness, I definitely understand the struggle of it, and I think with practice and with time and just taking pictures a lot, it really helps you not think about what other people are thinking, and you just get more used to it. Alright, you guys, so that is all the questions for today. I definitely want to answer more questions next time, and you know, I feel like this is definitely a little bit more personal than just sharing like outfit advice with you guys. So I really want to do these more, and all the products that I use will be linked down below, so be sure to check that out. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.